Good morning, everyone. Well, we got a lot of people watching already. So I'm not even sure if, let me just turn that off. I'm not sure if, can anybody, oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Here, let's try this. I'm not even sure if is it streaming on Facebook? According to my thing, it stopped streaming on Facebook. I don't know. I'm not sure what the heck's going on there. I've had problems connecting with Facebook like I normally do. So let me see. I don't know what's going on, but it's not showing it's streaming live. So you have to go to YouTube, I guess. That's all. Have to go to YouTube, everybody. Let me just put this up a little bit. So today is Apple Day. This is the big day, isn't it? This is the big day here for the Creative Summit, and hopefully Apple's, well, we're pretty confident Apple has something. The internet is a little flaky, so because it's hotel internet, so we'll have to just, that's what we got. I can't do anything about that. I cannot do anything about that. Let me just see something here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Just wanted to see it. It might stutter a little bit. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm relying on internet from the hotel. That's all I got. So Apple Day. What in the world? Let me see what's going on here. That's there. Oh, there we go. So look, I have these back. Excellent. Excellent. Let's do some of our comments before we it's so bizarre. They change size and stuff. I have to adjust them on the fly. Good morning from Rio de Janeiro. Exciting day. Hopefully it's going to be exciting. Well, it's going to be an exciting day regardless. Look, we come to the Creative Summit to go to the sessions, to go to Apple Day, to talk to the Final Cut Pro team, all that stuff. Regardless of what the update actually is, we'll have to just wait and see. The rest of the events, what Future Media Concepts does is fantastic. So there's a couple things. Apple Visit, Apple Campus, that's today. Talk to the Final Cut Pro team. But besides that, all of our friends, all the Final Cut Pro people are here. That's fantastic, fantastic. I am providing an open window, a virtual window to you as this progresses. This is just the start. We haven't even done anything yet. I went on a few walkabouts yesterday. I went on a walkabout this morning at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm going to play that video for you in a little bit. Hi, Richard. I wish you a fantastic day at Apple Park. I wish all of us a fantastic day at Apple Park. This is for the community. What the Final Cut Pro team does, Final Cut TV, and let me put that up, Final Cut TV. This is for the Final Cut Pro community. So, good morning, Richard. Hope you slept well considering the jet lag. Big day today. It is a big day. It is a big day. So, I slept great. But I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning because that's like 5 o'clock my time. Is that where I have it backwards? I can't remember. I think it is. Yeah, it's 5 o'clock. It's 3 hours behind. So I slept fantastic, but I got up at 2 o'clock, went outside. You'll see. I'm going to play the video for you. I did a little tour of the Juniper, and I did that. Jamaica here tuning in, absolutely. Here we go. Hello, how you doing? Here's our good friend Sean Beckner. Sean gave me some buy me a coffees. Sean's over there on Instagram. He does woodworking over there. We have that in common. I've been a woodworker the majority of my working life. I've been a carpenter, so we have that in common. So this is an exciting day. We're going to get on Apple buses. The buses that go to Apple Park about 1 o'clock after lunch. 12 to 1 is lunch. This morning we have sign-in sessions and a welcome session and all that. And lunch at 12, buses. We board the buses at 1. We go to the Apple. We see what's going on at Apple Park at 2 o'clock. So approximately 2 o'clock, you'll be notified. Probably Apple themselves will put something up, but we'll get to see it first, whatever the new version of Final Cut is. I mean, we presume there's going to be a new version of Final Cut. That's what Apple said. The Netherlands present partly. This is my second cup of coffee this morning. And exciting day. I mean, that's what else can you say? So I bought a bunch of stuff. I keep snacks in my room, so when I come back at night or whatever, I can snack. 2 cups of coffee so far, but normal, regular size cups. I'll have to see how that goes. So let me get a lot of people watching. Let me play a little bit. Let me play a little bit of this video. This is a tour that I did this morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. This is the hallway downstairs to the lobby. I don't want to talk too loud because it's only 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to wake anybody up necessarily. Today's Apple Day. Today's the day we get to see a presentation from the Final Cut Pro team talking about, hopefully, a new version of Final Cut Pro. So we had a question. Are you using Cinematic on your phone right now? I am not. I'm using there's a setting in Mac OS where you can set a little bit of a blurry background and do studio lighting, something like that. And you can also this is also what you can do. You can also do this. There you go. It's different at the house because I have a hardware keyboard that I set up to do some of these things. Here I have to do it with clicking a mouse and stuff. But I do have 2 screens, which is very, very cool. That alone is worth it to me to bring my iPad Pro. So, our friend Chris Smith says, "Good morning, Richard." And Marcelo, you're absolutely correct. There's no such thing as as enough coffee. That's correct. But I've 2 cups will do me for a while. That'll do me fine for a little bit. All right, let's go back to this video I did. Like I said, I get up at 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time because it's like 5 o'clock. My body says it's 5 o'clock. Was wide awake. Did a little tour through the lobby. Nobody was there, just to show you around. And let's go. Obviously, the elevator. The elevator hasn't changed, I don't think. Looks kind of the same. There's the fitness center. iPhone 16 Pro Max. Beautiful, beautiful place. Really like it here. This is like the hotel lobby lounge. I think these same pillows were here in 2019. Looks outside. Little patio area. Of course, there's no activity down here right now. Of course, there's no activity down there right now. So, been wondering what software you use to stream. I use Ecamm Live. I've been using it for years. Ecamm Live for years. Let me just check on something real quick, because I'm not sure. No, it's showing it. Okay. For some reason, it said the Facebook stream had stopped, but I'm watching it, so it's there. And then he stumbled upon John Cleese. Now, it keeps saying that is ended. It is not ended. It's just weird. Let me just go up there and check on my other stream. No, it says it's streaming. I don't know. I don't know why I keep getting a thing that it says it's ended, but it has not ended. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to walk you through the lobby and show you where the rooms are that we have the sessions. Is Ecamm Live one pay or subscription? So it's a subscription, and they have specials like Black Friday specials and stuff to get the pro version. I was legacy. This is the way a company should work. I was a legacy purchaser. I have a one-time payment on this application. Because of that, I get this for a steep discount. I get this subscription for like 60% off, so that's one of the reasons I go. But the reason I don't mind this kind of subscription is because they have to pay ongoing bandwidth. I send them a feed, and whatever the heck their magic they're doing, they're sending the feed out to Facebook, X, and YouTube. So they're paying for that streaming bandwidth every month. So I don't mind paying for somebody who's paying on top of what the application is doing. Good morning from Quebec. Absolutely, from Quebec. We got over close to 100 people watching live right now. Everybody's excited about this. Today is your day. Today is the Final Cut Pro Community's day. We will find out what the Final Cut Pro team has to offer. Listen, if it's only a couple of features, then that's what it is. If it's only 3 features, 4 features, that's what it is. If that's all it is, Final Cut Pro team, don't call it Final Cut Pro 11, because Final Cut Pro 11 means a big leap with lots of new features. You shouldn't be jumping from 10.8.1 to 11 if there's only a few features. Now, if there's a lot of features, 11 is appropriate. Have no idea. Have no idea on this one what the heck's going on. We'll have to wait and see. We know 3 things. This little drop-down menu had magnetic mask and something captions, change titles to captions or something, whatever that was. But, I do a lot of text-based editing. I use DaVinci Resolve. And I'll continue to use DaVinci Resolve if Final Cut Pro doesn't have that feature. It's ridiculous that they don't after all this time. Everybody else has had it for 2 years. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Let's give them a chance. So more tempered expectations. Last year, my expectations were tempered. But by that, let's say it's below low 50%. So my expectations are 30% range, something like that. But I would like them to get raised. I'm not discounting the fact that we could get a surprise, but my expectations are down here. It would just seem odd to me if they jumped to 11 and only had like 3 features. That makes zero sense to me, but we'll come back on and talk about it afterwards. I don't know what to expect. I have no idea what to expect today, but you, the community, the Final Cut Pro community, which is why I do these live streams, you will have the ability to come back on here later today. Listen, I'm going to guess. Here's the schedule. We see Apple, the team at 2 o'clock. Probably from 2 to 3, there's a presentation. Then there's maybe a tour of Apple Park, something. I don't know what they're going to do. They feed us there, fantastic food. It's a beautiful, beautiful, pristine campus. The place is absolutely gorgeous, and to see it in person is just incredible. You look way up, it's like 3 stories high, 4 stories high, whatever it is, all glass. Phenomenal place. So that's exciting. You get to see the team, get to see the presentation. Afterwards, we have a choice. We can come back to the Juniper Hotel, or we can go to Apple Park Visitor Center. I'm going to go to the Visitor Center today. You got 45 minutes there, because I haven't been there for a while. I don't intend to buy anything. Just go there and film there a little bit. And then at 5:45, we come back. That bus comes back to the Juniper Hotel. So at that point, so let's say I get back to the Juniper at 6. Give me an hour, and I'll come back on live somewhere between 7 and 8 o'clock. Somewhere between 7 and 8 o'clock tonight, and we'll discuss whatever the Final Cut Pro update is. I might reserve my opinion of the update until a day or two has passed. But you, the audience, the Final Cut Pro audience, can say whatever you want, and everybody will see it. I mean, put your comments up. Apple Intelligence would qualify for 11, yes. It depends on what Apple Intelligence does. Just putting that stamp on Apple Intelligence, just say, hey, we got Apple Intelligence, that's not enough. They got to do something with it, right? That's, when I went to NAB 2 years ago, somebody said, I said, do you have AI in your products? He goes, oh yeah, we sprinkled a little bit on it. You sprinkle it and then Sam Messman said, oh, it's like a spice. But if it doesn't do anything, what the heck? My friend Joe Wilson, Joe, did you buy 10 coffees, Buy Me a Coffees? Something like that? Thank you so much. It is sincerely appreciated. Looking forward to today's Final Cut Pro News. Thanks for making the trek there for us. It is for you. This is, the fact that you all show up. This is why I do it, to give the Final Cut Pro community a feeling of what's going on as it's going on, not posting videos after the fact. I do that as well. I'll be filming extensively. I got my Lumix S5 Mark IIX GH, my Mark IIX full frame camera with a fast 85mm prime lens. So if some of the sessions are a little dark, I can see through it and they'll be very, very clear. And I filmed that in 6K. So I'll be filming some of the sessions. They're not going to be streamed live. Just film them for later use so you guys can see more of what it's like here. How many hours till Creative Summit? The registration starts at 9:30 this morning. So 3 hours. 3 hours from now, the registration starts. I'm going to go down there and film, talk to people that are in line, see where everybody's from, like I normally do. Then we have an opening ceremony session, talk about what's going on for the week, have lunch, get on Apple buses. I'll film on the Apple bus like I always do. What the heck? Sorry about that. I moved my microphone and didn't even realize it. Sorry. Now it should be better. That was your active mic. You just covered your mic. Thank you. My dropped. I physically moved it because I'm not used to the setup. I'm sorry, I should be back now. I physically moved it away from me, not realizing, hey, it's supposed to be right here. So, sorry about that. Should be back now, right? The audio should be good. You're back. Thank you. I physically moved the mic setup, and I wasn't paying attention. I moved it over there to the right-hand side. It's back. We could hear you just muffled. Thank you. Absolutely. So listen, the internet is like, this hotel internet. So I got it. That's what I'm depending on. Have a great time down here. I want all of us to have a great time. This is for us. This is the Final Cut Pro community. This is what we're doing. This is with the team. That's Joe talking to Tim Musto. Is that his name, Musto? By the way, yesterday, everybody out there, all my friends, watchers who bought me a coffee.com/RichardTaylorTV, you're sponsoring my trip here to Cupertino. As you can imagine, everything is very expensive. I bought a double cheeseburger and fries yesterday from Habit Hamburger and Grill. Let me just see if I can pull that up. Let me just pull that up. Where did that go? Somewhere around here. Anyway, I bought a cheeseburger and fries, and because of you, buymeacoffee.com/RichardTaylor, you are the ones that are treating me to that stuff. I really, really appreciate it. Joe Wilson bought like 10 coffees, something like that. He bought that, and other people have bought. Sean Beckner bought coffees. Let me go over there. I'll go to the website, and we will. There's the link. I posted the link if you want to live in there. Now let me just go over here. I don't know what's going on with the stream. I don't know. Let's go over here. Log in. Let's see if I can log in properly. And I can. I love the fingerprint on the MacBook Pro. Absolutely love it. It works most of the time. Fantastic. You are the best. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Another good old thumbs up. Let me see where that is. I don't know. There it is. Reactions. 2 more. Thumbs up. Fantastic. Thank you very, very much. So here's what we got. Let me just pull this. Let me do this. Look at this. This is what we've got so far. BuyMeACoffees.com. Look at these recent ones. Jazzberg, $25. Dan Dillman, $5. Joe Wilson, $50. Daniel keeps he keeps buying them. Let me get this up here. FaceTime camera. There we go. Daniel keeps buying them. He buys he's bought a bunch of them. Daniel's from Canada. Our friend Sean Beckner. Another one. Jan. Someone. Burke Muller, another one from Daniel, Spencer Lewis, Eric Emmerich. It's fantastic. You guys have bought me coffees. It really makes a difference, and I really sincerely appreciate it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So buymeacoffee.com. You can support my little adventure out here to Cupertino, which is expensive, as you can imagine. Let's go over here. Where is Creative Summit happening? It is happening in Cupertino at the Juniper Hotel. Habit is fantastic. It really, really is. We have one in Washington. It originated in Santa Barbara. That's what it says. Two brothers. In addition to the Final Cut Pro upgrade, if only Apple and or Final Cut Pro team put Final Cut Pro no more hidden behind other Apple apps. There's lots of reasons. Lovely people. Lovely people. Fantastic. So, anything else? You put your request in what you'd like to see in Final Cut Pro, whatever the version is. Doesn't mean we're going to get it. My expectations are down here. Let's see if the team can raise them up or if they stay down here. It's up to them. It's up to them. As you might expect. Little 24-hour snack bar. In case you get the munchies late at night. Of course, it's dark in here now, but just in the morning, there'll be lots and lots of people here, as you can imagine. Now here, these are the doors where the sessions are. These are the different session rooms here to the side. I think there's 3 different rooms that they can combine into one if they wanted to. Will be set up here. FMC will be set up here in the morning for badging, checking in and stuff. It's a great. So that's a little more of the tour. iEdit Project says, good morning. How you doing? Is everybody excited for today? Hi, Richard. Good morning. Wish you a lovely couple of days ahead. We'll stick around to check out your streams. Thank you very, very much. Absolutely. Did you already choose which session you'll be watching? I'd love to see Michael Cioni's session. Yes, Michael Cioni's is tomorrow morning. He has a big session. I'm not sure. He's probably talking about Strata. I've known Michael for years. He's been on Final Cut Pro TV, Final Cut TV. He's been on there once or twice. I went to his party at NAB last year. He invited me and I went. So, yeah, his session will be there. I go to try to hit all the sessions because I film a little bit of each one, like the beginning of each one. I don't film the entire session. I'll film 5 minutes, 10 minutes of each one so we have a record of it. And I film not with my iPhone, although I'll film the audience with my iPhone, unless there's enough light in there. If there's enough light and the iPhones are not great in lower light. That's why I brought my Lumix S5 Mark IIX. Oh, look at that. That's how I can trigger it. That's why I brought my Lumix S5 Mark IIX. Let me see what this one does. There you go. That one's that side. This one's this side. Here we go. I don't have to do that. Is there a way to watch the sessions? I mean, the full sessions? No, there's no way to watch them. I don't think they're filming the sessions this time. I think they've done that in the past. Try two thumbs up. What is two thumbs up, kid? Oh, look at that. What the heck? There you go. Two thumbs up. I'm not sure how to do the rest of them. There's different other things. Like I said, back at the house, I have a Stream Deck hardware keypad, and I press keys and it does the things up. So can you give more info about Final Cut Pro Team? How many people are there, and why does it take so much time to know? Well, here's what happens. We walk into the room at the Creative Summit, at the Apple campus, and they have bar stools set up, I think. Maybe they have chairs, but bar stools 4, 5, 6. And each department head in the Pro Apps team is represented there. Bill Davis from Final Cut Pro. There's a guy from the iPad Pro version of Final Cut. The last time there was a person from Logic Pro, because Logic Pro is going to be updated. The Logic Pro update might be announced this morning at around 10 o'clock or 1 o'clock or something. Who the heck knows? That's what they did last year. They announced the Logic Pro update in advance of the Final Cut Pro update. So we'll have to see. Oh. It fell over. Sorry, the mic fell over. Thanks for telling me. Try the peace sign and then 2 peace signs. Let's see what that does. Oh, that does balloons, and 2 peace signs does graffiti. No, that does balloons too. There you go. I didn't know all this stuff. Sorry about the. Are you using the MacBook Pro camera to stream this? I am using the MacBook Pro camera because I'm not going to. I don't have room to set up my normal setup. So yes, I am. It's doing a pretty good job. It's 1080p. So, but the microphone I have is the DJI Wireless 2, but I have that little gooseneck microphone, which I think sounds better, or it's louder than just the basic. Let me just put that on there. There we go. It sounds a little bit better than just using the wireless capsule, so that's what I have. So we have a lot of people, 100 people watching live. Everybody's interested in Apple Day. We are all interested in Apple Day. I will be coming back with you with live streams. We can't stream from Apple campus. Can't stream from there. Can't film from there. Can't take pictures there. They don't allow that. So let's go back and finish the rest of the video. Great place for the Creative Summit. There's a couple more session rooms where there's going to be sessions, chairs, tables, PA systems, speakers, some more chairs. There's the restrooms. A couple of stations where you can print out your boarding passes for the Creative Summit. There's a couple of stations there. You can print out your boarding passes for your airplane. That's what I'll be coming down to. Here's an ATM. This is the park restaurant bar where people will typically be hanging out at night. I'm not a drinker, so I'm not going to be doing that. There's the long view of the Juniper Hotel lobby. Make sure I got my key, and I can go outside. Now it's 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock in the morning, so there's not much activity out here. Here's the Juniper Hotel sign. This is where the buses will be going to Apple campus. That's the exciting part, going to Apple campus. They'll be coming right along here, and then we'll board, I imagine, 2 buses. Usually there's about 100, 150 people attending these conferences. I use this Insta360 gimbal. It's my favorite gimbal. I didn't update to the Pro version. I didn't see enough reason to. There we go. So, yeah, no streaming from campus is a bummer because indeed a beautiful place. So the reason they don't allow streaming or filming at this campus is because employees' privacy. That's why they don't want you filming employees that, you know, they consider that at a private place. So that's why. Yesterday I used on set for the first time the Boya mic you reviewed days ago. It's fantastic. This is the Boya mic. I brought that with me. 2 transmitters, a receiver. I know there's a lot of new, Rode just came out with a new one. It's a real tiny little microphone. I'm not interested in those mics if they don't have backup recordings in 24-bit and 32-bit, at least 24-bit. I switched my DJI mic over to 24-bit. I just wasn't using 32-bit, so I switched it back to 24-bit. So if it doesn't do a backup recording, I'm not interested. If you can't plug in a lapel mic, I'm not interested in those little teeny buttons. I want a backup audio recording. I use that all the time when there's an interruption in the stream. So the Boya mic is the one I'd recommend right now, is because it's half the price of the DJI mic. It's really, really a great, I mean, they copy the DJI mic. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They copied the battery case and everything else, but that's okay. If they get away with it, that's fine. I don't really care. Morning, Richard. Big day today. Yes, let's hope it's a big day. Absolutely. Big day today. How do I do that? How do I trigger that? There we go. So, well, regardless, you are going to be able to be here as much as I possibly can stream live, like I'm doing now. And we're going to see all our friends, my friends. I saw some yesterday. I saw Steve Martin, Mark Spencer, Bradley Olson. I saw Ian Anderson. And Nick Haraz from FMC. He was here as well. I appreciate everybody. The Rode Wireless 2 can record backup 32-bit on the transmitter. Yes, so can my DJI Mic 2. The DJI Mic 2 records 32-bit. And I had it 32-bit for a while, but I just never utilized. I didn't need it. So I switched it back to 24-bit because it gives you more recording time. What's your schedule today? My schedule is I started streaming at 7 o'clock. I'm going to stop I'm going to stop about 7 o'clock, get my equipment together, go down and film talk to some of the people that are in line, going to register, go to the opening ceremonies, film some of that with my Lumix S5 Mark IIX. Oh, we got another one of those. Thank you very much. And then get on the bus. Then have lunch. Lunch is 12 to 1, and then get on the bus at 1 o'clock. Go to Apple campus. Usually they have 2 buses because there's too many people to fit on one bus. So maybe 3 buses. I have no idea how many people, 100 to 150 people, a little bit more sometimes. And DJI copied Apple and the AirPod case, and Apple copied Sony, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, of course. Well, they copied. Free lunch? There's no such thing as a free lunch. Yes, as far as I know, there's going to be. They provided box lunches that last time. Potato chips, a cookie, something to drink, and then some kind of a sandwich, different kind of sandwiches. That's what they've done in the past. I presume they said they're going to do it for Wednesday and Thursday. For Thursday and Friday, I presume they're going to do it today as well. They might have bagels down there for us for breakfast, but bagels and coffee set up in the lobby. When I go down there, I'll go down there a little bit later and we'll find out. We will find out. All right, so what else do we have? Do I have another video? Let me see something. Do you think they may have a dedicated trailer for the update? Yeah, they could do that because they did it. Didn't they do it for this year with Final Cut? They did a dedicated trailer for Final Cut and Final Cut for iPad. That's a good point, Matthew. They very well may do a dedicated trailer this time. They have it ready. Maybe they're going to do that. Good morning, Richard. Finally get to meet you today. See you in a bit. Okay, make sure you introduce yourself. I'm not sure you have to just say, hey, I'm FSK Shots and Tech on watching your live streams. We got a lot of people watching. There's a lot of, listen, the Final Cut Pro community is the best community. It's such a friendly community for the most part. There's a few people who are curmudgeon-y and try to make things down, but I ignore them. I don't pay attention to people like that. I've never done that in my life, so. Yeah, this is an exciting day. This is the most exciting day. This is the most exciting day. Absolutely. Apple Day. Do you think they will release Final Cut Pro today or announce a later release date for whatever Final Cut Pro version they reveal? Could go either way. Last year, we got the worldwide preview of Final Cut Pro 10.7 at the Creative Summit, the Apple Day, but it wasn't released until the end of November, the very last day of November. When they say the end of November, they mean the last day. When they say the end of the year, it's right before Christmas time. So, have to see. What's your best bet for Final Cut Pro 11 launch day? Well, I don't know if it's going to be 11. I started presuming it was going to be 11 back in June when they updated Logic Pro from 10.8.1 to version 11, and they did it in 6 months. I said, well, if they're doing Logic Pro from 10.8.1 to version 11, why can't they do Final Cut Pro the same? Let's do this. Balloons. How do I get graffitis? Anybody know? What's your best bet for Final Cut Pro 11 launch day? We know 3 things. We know Vision Pro editing. Okay? That doesn't interest me. But I'm glad for the people that they want to do it. That's fine. That's fine that it's there. It just doesn't interest me. Number 2, they had that little teeny drop-down menu when they did the Mac Mini announcement that had magnetic mask. So that's a further refinement or some kind of magic AI masking feature we'll find out about. The third thing that we saw in that little teeny drop-down menu is something to do with captions, titles to captions, or captions to titles, or whatever. So there's some kind of captioning element in there. Now, to me, captioning and text-based editing go hand in hand, like this. Logic DaVinci Resolve has a great text-based editing feature, and any text-based editing I do, if I don't get it in Final Cut, I'll just spend more time in DaVinci Resolve. It's as plain and simple as that. First off, I like DaVinci Resolve. I like it a lot. I like Final Cut Pro 2, and I like LumaFusion. I like all three of them. So between those three, that's what I'll be doing. But the less features, if Final Cut Pro doesn't have a feature and DaVinci Resolve does, I'll use DaVinci Resolve. Text-based editing is one of those examples. I just finished an episode of my show, so I'm in good position to upgrade. Oh, by the way, before any upgrading, duplicate your current version of Final Cut Pro, duplicate your important project libraries before you update. Don't just press the update button. I'm not sure there's going to be an update today. There's probably going to be a preview and an announcement today. 2 peace signs is confetti, but that's not confetti. Oh, yeah, it is. There you go. Thank you, Mito. Thank you very much. I thought 2 peace signs did something else. Oh, 1 peace sign. What does 1 peace sign do? That's balloons. 2 thumbs up does the explosions, 4th of July explosions. Okay, got it. Now I got it. Will they have a workstation for you to try the new Final Cut Pro update? Yes. After the presentation, usually we go to another room where the new Final Cut is loaded, and they'll do demos. The team and anybody else will do demos. Usually they divide us into 2 groups. One group goes and gets something to eat. They have an incredible spread. Food and finger sandwiches and this and that, drinks. So one group will go to the food and one group will go to the demo room. That's typically what they do because 100 people, they can't handle 100 people all at the same time. So I really don't care which one I go to first once we see the demonstration. Let me go to the food. That's fine. That'll be fine. I really hope the captions can convert to titles with different effects. Good point. Very good point. There's got to be more than just a basic. We have over 100 people watching live right now. That deserves a big thumbs up. That deserves this for all you people who watch. Thank you for tuning in. 100 people are watching now. I'll stay on here for a while if you keep watching. Look. Fantastic. I'm thinking magnetic mask is subject isolation. Very cool. Say hello to Compressor Pro Team for me. I worked a few years back with them. My contact was Estelle at that time. I will indeed if I remember. Yeah, it's exciting times. We'll be heading down there in a short while. It's almost 7 o'clock. And there'll be people in line, and we'll talk to some people online and see where they're from and what they expect for today. I would love Motion 6 if 11 drops. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with Motion. They don't seem like Motion seems to be taking a back burner to Final Cut. When will the new version of Final Cut be presented? Will it be during this event? Yes, it will. 2 o'clock today. A little bit after 2 o'clock today, we should see some evidence of a new version of Final Cut. We should get a preview of an evidence of Final Cut, a new version of Final Cut. Today, right about a little bit after 2 o'clock, Apple might announce on their newsroom site, they may announce a new version of Final Cut, especially if they announce a new version of Logic, which is what they did last year, especially. I hope Motion is catching up. Now that everyone hates Adobe, a better After Effects alternative would be great. Motion is a bit behind at this point. Would like it if Motion was integrated into Final Cut. I think everybody would like that. I mean, DaVinci Resolve does that best. Will you be able to announce it to us after 2? Absolutely. Not via video, though. Go to my Twitter feed, Richard Taylor TV, and I'll announce it there. Absolutely. I agree, Motion is a fantastic alternative, but definitely needs some work. What is your go in and out meal? I've never had it, but hope to try one day. It's Habit hamburger, and something or other. Let me go see if I can find that damn thing. It's really good. It's really, really good. So I have no complaints about that. You know what's weird? Everything's playing back fast on my iPad for some reason. Everything's playing back super fast on my iPad. Why is that? Why is that? Here we go. I'll play this. I found it. Thanks to everybody. This is what I got. Let me see. Here we go. Double click a camera source. Okay, I will double click and put it in the FaceTime camera. There we go. This is what I got over there at Habit Burger. Habit Burger. Fantastic. So I got a double, right below me you can see I got a double cheeseburger, and I got a basket of fries, and I got an iced tea. And this is people that are buying me a coffee over there at buymeacoffee.com. All the people that are going over there and buying me stuff, this is what you're buying. This is an actual purchase from the nice things that you sent me. The nice buymeacoffee.com. This is what I got yesterday. Now, is that a movie? I don't think so. Yeah, it's a little movie I did. So let me see something else. Let me see what else I have. I think I have a picture of the... That's really weird. All the videos are playing super fast on my iPad. I don't know why, but they are. Huh. I don't know why, but they're playing super fast on my iPad. Super fast on my iPad. I am one of those who would also like a new version of Motion, bringing back the Macromedia Shake node system. So I've used Motion a little bit. Here's what I use: Final Cut Pro and DaVinci Resolve quite a bit, and LumaFusion on my iPad and my iPhone. I use Motion a little bit. I delve into it, but I use Logic a lot. I use Logic absolutely a lot. Tech Mixer. First time I went to the summit was last year. Couldn't make it this year, sadly. So, well, don't be sad. Tune in to subscribe over there at YouTube and tune in over there. I keep getting flashes in here. Something flashes, something goes on and off, and whatever, something flashes. We got over 100 people watching live right now, which is great. And like I said, go over there and subscribe. Where is that? Do I have that? Here we go. Let me pull this down here. Turn it on. There we go. Subscribe over there at YouTube, Richard Taylor TV, of course. That's where that is. Well, you are blessed that you don't have to deal with me decomposing it. I got a job at the National Archives in Washington, D.C. as a post supervisor. I was their lead editor. And indeed, I had to deal with Media Composer and Avid when I first got that job. Within a year, 6 months to a year, I switched it over to Final Cut since I was in charge. Hackers are just paparazzi taking pictures of you. I hope not. They're in my room. Apple will hold a private keynote today where the guests of the Final Cut Summit, those who got tickets early enough to attend Apple Park, will see it. There will be a press release after that. That's probably what's going to happen. But although last year they updated Logic with a press release before we saw Final Cut Pro, so that could happen. That could be exactly the same thing could happen again. Fantastic. Let me see if I got that. I certainly do. Fantastic, fantastic. We have over 100 people watching live. Everybody's excited about that, aren't they? I mean, I am. Let's put that back up there at the top. Just so people know. Final Cut TV Live, Final Cut Pro Creative Summit, Cupertino, California. That's where we're broadcasting from. That is where we are broadcasting from. So what do you want to see in the new version of Final Cut? The Final Cut Pro team watches this. I'm sorry. That's for the Final Cut Pro team. We're excited that you're a part of this event every year. We're really excited about that. So we appreciate each and everything that you do. We'd like to see you do a little more sometimes, perhaps, but whatever you give us today will be fine. It'll be fine. Whatever those things are. I'm expecting, I always like to be surprised. Since we already know 3 things, if there's no surprises beyond that, we won't be surprised. Auto captions and title magic mask and keyframe editor. Yeah, the keyframe editor needs some work, doesn't it? Especially that default weird wiggly curve thing that they do. I hate that thing. I gotta go back and change it each time to linear. I want to see an app that is competitive again, something that keeps me confident spending more time in it and refining my skills with the software. This was lacking in the most. I would love a release this week, but I think it'll be the end of month minimum. I think so too. That's what they did last year. That is what they did last year. Showed it to us, previewed it to us. They have never said to us, here's a preview, but you can't show it to anybody. They indeed give us a preview and allow us to post on social media. Sometimes we can go in the demo room, take pictures of the screen, for example. They don't want you taking pictures of employees. Although I did get a picture of Bill Davis last year with his permission. With his permission, I did take a picture of Bill Davis last year. So, very, very good. Don't forget, you want to support me while I'm here in Cupertino, California. Go to buymeacoffee.com/Richard Taylor. You don't have no idea how much I appreciate that. It's just another layer. You coming to watch is fantastic, but this is another layer of support that you can do to help defray some of the food expenses, Uber rides, things, the extracurricular things. That would be fantastic. I'd like to see more from the Ken Burns feature, more movements and controls. Speaking of more from Ken Burns, I agree with you. So Final Cut Bro of Dylan Bates has a free plugin. It's the best adjustment layer of any adjustment layer plugin, the free ones or whatever. He did a phenomenal job on that. So you can download a free copy of that. You can also make a contribution, I think, in the checkout process if you want to give him $5 or $10 or whatever. But it's a fantastic, the best, hands down, adjustment layer of any of them. He did a great job, and he gave it to the Final Cut Pro community for free. Now, Dylan's not here this year. He said he couldn't make it. Scheduling or whatever the problem was, I don't know. He's going to try to make it last year. Oh, yes, it's called the Adjustment Layer Plus. It's amazing, and it's free. You want to pay him something, you can pay him something, but it's really, I really appreciate that. Now, our friends Philip and Greg are giving away some of their software to attendees of the Final Cut Pro Creative Summit. I think you get a pick. They usually do that every year. I didn't get a chance to see them last night. I was downstairs. I went outside, did shopping, went to Target to got some cream for my coffee. I went to Habit, and I got back here, and I was really tired, so I went to bed. Got up at 2 o'clock though. What makes it so good? Go over to his YouTube channel and watch his demos. You'll see. It has a lot more than just an adjustment layer. It has a lot more. Do I have it in here? No, I'm not on Final Cut. Sorry. Wish Apple introduces dynamic link between Final Cut Pro and Motion. Yes, it was better in Final Cut Pro 7, wasn't it? Just the classic version. There was a better link to Motion and Final Cut. You can open up a Motion project. You can place a Motion project in a Final Cut Pro timeline. A Motion project in a Final Cut Pro timeline. You could right-click on it and it says Open in Motion. Make adjustments in Motion, save the adjustments, and it's updated in the Final Cut Pro timeline. That's what you could do in classic Final Cut Pro 7 in Motion. It was a great link between the two. The video for Adjustment Plus. He's going to post the video for Adjustment Plus. I don't think you can post links, Marcelo. I think only I can post links. I'm not sure, but I think that's the way it works. Let me go over there and see what's going on. I don't know. It says motion retracted. I don't know. Just go to his YouTube channel. Go to his YouTube channel and go for the Final Cut Bro, and it's on there. You can read about it on there. I hope captions are useful. I hope Magnetic Mask is really well done. What would be nice if smooth slow-mo had granular setting for shutter speeds. Seems to work best at 180-degree shutter angle. Yeah, I use 180 degree whenever I can. I can use it, I think, in the Blackmagic camera app, and I can use it on my Lumix S5 Mark IIX. Let me go grab. Do I have that over there? I don't even know if I have it. I'll go get it. You'll see. I'll have it live. I will have it live. So, are we excited? Regardless of what we get, if we get 3 features, that's what we get. If we get 4 features, 5 features, that's what we get. Whatever it is, that'll be great. It'll be great seeing the Final Cut Pro team. It'll be great going to Apple Campus. If you can, next year, make plans to get to the Creative Summit. It's great, but if you're shooting sports and raise the shutter speed, even slowing down by 50% becomes a hot mess. I understand. You have to adjust from what you're shooting for. Apple sometimes has weird decisions. For example, in past motion projects, you could have an AV output on a second monitor. Now it doesn't work. I don't understand why they do stuff like that. You and me both. You and me both. We met last year at the Final Cut Pro Summit. I have 2x 5x cameras as well. Very cool. I really love to see better integration with the Pro apps between Final Cut apps. Support for more than 2 displays would be nice. When people say that, I'm not sure. Oh, more than 2. So you want 3 displays. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to work. I have no idea how that's going to work. Anyway, subscribe over there to the YouTube channel to be notified. I'll try to do like I'm doing here. I'm trying to do as many of these as I can. Updates in many places on X. We have a lot of people watching on X. Let me just see. We have 65 people watching over there on X right now, on the X live stream. I've been with X forever, and I'm not dropping out. I like X. I've been doing it for a long time. It used to be called Periscope. Richard, was Motion originally released side by side with Final Cut? I don't have it, but would like to get eventually to mess around with it. No. There was no Motion when Final Cut 1 came out, if I recall correctly. I think it came later in Final Cut Studio. You're doing God's work. I don't know about that, if I would call that God's work, but thank you. I appreciate the sentiment. Listen, I enjoy doing these. I've been a Final Cut Pro trainer for X and the other version for years, and I want to say thank you to the Final Cut Pro team, and I want to say thank you to Future Media Conferences, because without both of them, this event would not go on. Looking forward to today, the events of today. I'll be back. I might do some short live streams this morning. It depends on the internet connection. It depends on whether I can connect my streaming camera to their Wi-Fi. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that. But I do have 2 iPhones. I have iPhone 15 and my iPhone 16. So we'll have to see how that goes. I think that in this new version, Apple is addressing those new features that have become indispensable, such as auto captions, rotoscoping, and I hope so, text-based editing. I would love to see text-based editing. That would be one less reason I have to go to Resolve, although I don't mind going to Resolve. Don't mind at all. Had a family emergency this year, which impedes my ability to travel. I'm fine, but I need to stay close. Otherwise, I would have been there. Maybe next year. Absolutely. Tim says, we appreciate your coverage. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is only the beginning. This is the beginning of day 1. So at 7:14, I'm going to stop the stream here shortly and get started with my day. I'm going to go to Target, do a walk over to Target, buy a couple things while I'm over there. And I'll try to do another live stream this morning before lunch. We'll have to see if that works. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. This is easy in my hotel room. I can set up my laptop. I have complete control over the audio and stuff. But when I'm out and about, I'll be filming, and I'll certainly play the films for everybody tonight, later on. But you will absolutely know. We have over 100 people watching us right now. You absolutely will know about the Final Cut Pro update either through Apple, go to my X channel, X Twitter, Richard Taylor TV. I'll post a picture, whatever I can do on there. Can't do live streaming, can't do any filming. How does the MacBook Pro iPad combo work for you? It works great, because before I only had my MacBook Pro screen. Now I have a second screen over here. I can keep a track of the stream on. Let me pull this over here. the stream on YouTube. I can keep track of that. It works really, really well. Just plug it in and then select it. Let me put this over there. Plug it in and select it and go from there. It works just like another display. Thank you, Matthew. Appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. Just tell people go over there and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got a lot of extra YouTube's subscriptions. That's where most of the stuff is happening. And then, if you also don't mind, go over there and buymeacoffee.com, and you can support me that way. I'm going to show you what I'm buying. I'm not going to get a breakfast this morning. I'm not in the mood for it. I might get one later in the week. When I go to NAB, I get a big full Americana breakfast. And I'll probably get one of those, but not yet. I'm just kind of getting used to the rhythm of the time zones and all that. So I'm not going to do that yet. Fantastic. To each and every one of you that are watching, that have bought Buy Me a Coffees over there, buymeacoffee.com, to each and every one of you that are watching, spread the word, let people know that I'll be updating as much as I can. I'm going to try to do a live stream this morning at some point for 5 or 10 minutes. We'll have to see how that goes. It's a little trickier when I'm downstairs because I don't have control over the situation like I should have. But let's see if that. This is for all of you. Last night you ran into somebody who was presenting social media strategy. Ask his opinion about UI update to better support vertical video. Okay, that's Nick Haraz. Nick Haraz is who that was. Back to work with me. Catch you later if the streams work out. Well, they will. I will do another one from my hotel room between 7 and 8. I'm planning on tonight. And we can talk about what the Final Cut Pro team gave us today. Let's be appreciative of whatever they give us. But you can also make comments as long as they're professional. That'll work out. All right, I'm going to finish up here. Get ready for my day. I want to appreciate everybody. Serena Catania bought me cream for my coffee last time. Everybody who buys me a coffee over there at buymeacoffee.com. It's really appreciated. It's really appreciated because it's expensive. Everything's expensive. The burger I got yesterday was with a tip was like $20, which is okay. It's not a problem. When you double-click Inspector, it becomes full height and timeline moves out of the way. That would be perfect spot for vertical canvas. UI was designed for 16 by 9. Have fun today. Absolutely. It's a good point. Always appreciate the free updates. Take care, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely. Everyone. Got another comment. Good luck, and we'll be watching for the updates. You will indeed. We all will. The Final Cut Pro community will. Let's once again, just so we know what's going on, let's once again, for the Final Cut Pro team, they watch these live streams. Thank you, Final Cut Pro team. We appreciate you. The audience is fantastic. We appreciate each and every one of you. My name is Richard Taylor, and I'll be seeing the Final Cut Pro team later today, and I'll be seeing the audience later today as well. Talk to everybody later.